We were muted. So many.
Let me try this again. I'm Jose. How you guys doing? It's great to be here. It is Thursday night, May 11th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
There we freaking go! Finally.
All right.
Holy crap!
We're over 10 minutes late, but that will not stop us as we're here to talk about all the exciting things happening in the world of professional wrestling. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host and founder of the YouTube channel, The Ravens Flock. And on behalf of everyone here on our channel, we appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in right now. And joining behind the microphone is the host of the Black Files, my tag partner for Wrestle Wrewind, a man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on his channel every single week, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the Mister. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, folks. We were trying to get all this straightened out. It's literally just a matter of, like issues with our cables. They were not working. Go freaking figure. Can you believe it?
Yes, indeed. I mean, it's a natural occurrence with us. I mean, but we strive
Never a dull moment.
We strive to be better. We strive to get better at our equipment. Okay. And now, much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock and Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can while we're live. And if you wish to go above and beyond, like this is how I'm trying to do the Uso 1 thing, but I can't go past a certain
Unless
point.
I do this.
And beyond!
There you go.
Thank you. To support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you will have exclusive access to many, many amazing perks that comes with being a member. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely custom emojis and custom membership badges that we made just for you. It's your way of showing everyone else on here on YouTube that you support the Ravens Flock, that you are here because you believe in us, that you are willing to go that extra mile to show this kind of support, and we appreciate every single one of you guys. Even if you're just subscribed, we appreciate you. But inner flockers, you guys get the extra kudos. You also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your input, your feedback, your thoughts, your ideas, your suggestions on how we can shape the future of this channel by figuring out what you would like us to cover. But Jose, pray tell, what exactly is it that we cover and do here on Wrestle Rewind?
Well, here on Wrestle Rewind, what we do is that we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. So, we're in the month of May. We're just 3 weeks away from AEW's Double or Nothing, but it looks like the last weekend of May is going to be jam-packed with a lot of wrestling, because it's not just AEW Double or Nothing, but we're also heading into WWE's Night of Champions, NXT's Battleground, and Impact Wrestling's Under Siege.
Under Siege, starring Steven Seagal, back when he was 900 pounds lighter.
Oh, man.
And then Under Siege 2 Dark Territory, which we saw in theaters for some reason.
That was fun. I don't care what people say.
Yeah, we saw it in theaters for some reason when we were kids, and we have no idea what the hell happened, and we really don't care.
Nobody beats Steven Seagal in the kitchen.
Except Steven Seagal.
Oof. All right. But you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about something fun.
We're allowed to have fun?
We are allowed to have fun, but
before we do, I actually do have to friggin' say hello to the folks in the YouTube chat here. We've got our mod squad, Nikki Bella and Gene Rick.
We got Vicente Guerrero and Bunda.
Our absolute favorite the antagonistic contrarian over here, and we've got Jen Pearson in the chat. Let's see here. I said Gene and Lisa Boo's here. Thank you all so much for coming in here. Best thing y'all can do is stay true to yourselves. Thank you for that, Jen. We appreciate it.
Yes,
we try.
indeed.
Bunda was over here trying to goof with us. Like, I heard that the issue is he can't find his glasses. No, we got him. We're looking right at him. He just doesn't wear them on this show.
I don't wear them on the show. I wear them on the main show.
Yeah, that's part of our deal over here.
Oh, you knew that by now, Bunda. How did you forget so easily?
Well, he doesn't pay attention on this stuff. He's too busy just saying the opposite of what we like and say in order to try to piss us off. It's what he does for a living.
Fair enough.
He lives to be a contrarian.
Fair enough.
We
But let's
live to have fun and to talk about wrestling, at least on Thursday nights.
hang on a minute before any of us forget, because we've done it so many times now. Juan, ring the bell.
Don't mind if I do. Nope.
That is not the bell, Juan.
This is the bell.
There we go. You
I
dumbass.
goofed.
You're an idiot.
Tony Schiavone is not happy with me.
Get Tony off my screen. Here we go. Let's first talk about this year's main event of WWE's Backlash.
Oh my God, this freaking show.
This year's Backlash took place for the first time since 2005, I think. Yeah, 2005, in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Órale, Boricua, entra aquí al ring. Holy shit, we got Lucha Libre up in here. There was madness. There was pageantry of the most Boricuaness possible, especially with one of the surprising matches on here. It was a celebrity match. The Judgment Day's Damian Priest going one-on-one in a San Juan street fight against the musician known as Bad Bunny.
It was a fun, exciting match. Bad Bunny showing that he's got some killer wrestling chops to his credit, and they took the fight in the ring, ringside, in the crowd.
Even Jim Cornette really didn't have that much of an issue with it, except for the finisher.
But nevertheless, this was still a fun match with a lot of fun, surprising returns. Like we had run-ins from Judgment Day. Yeah,
we had run-ins from Judgment Day. We had
run-ins from the LWO.
But most surprisingly, we had two all-time Boricua or Latino veterans coming in.
I'll cover this one. The first one is an oldie Boricua veteran from the 90s era of WWF, Savio Vega, and the former Intercontinental and United States champion, Carlito, the son of Carlos Colon.
Yep, Carlito, Caribbean cool. Holy crap! What is he? The uncle to the Colons?
He is the uncle to Primo and Epico Colon. He is the son of Carlos Colon, who, if I'm not mistaken, runs IWA in Puerto Rico or World Wrestling Council.
I believe you're right. Carlos Colon. He is the promoter of the where is it? God dang it! I just saw it.
It's either World Wrestling WWC or IWA Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check. I want to make sure that we have this stuff right. Yeah, he was a member of the. Oh wait, no, this is freaking Carlito.
Dude, come on.
I was trying to find Carlos Colon. God dang it. Let me see here. Come on, man.
Yep, no, you scroll past it. It says so right in there in the beginning.
Yep. The World Wrestling Council, the WWC. Yeah. Holy cow.
Yep.
So yeah, every single one of these guys. I was over here saying like, wow, Carlos Colon looks a lot like his dad. Hey, wait a minute! That's just a photo of Carlito. Not to say that Carlito isn't important right now. I'm just saying that, like, when we were looking him up, it was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
So it was a great celebrity match. Rhea Ripley had defended her SmackDown Women's title against Zelina Vega in an amazing one-on-one bout of David and Goliath.
Sadly, Zelina Vega did not win the SmackDown Women's Championship. That dashed my theory because that would have been cool, but it was still one of those momentous fights where even though she lost the match, she didn't lose at all from the crowd. Everybody loved her. She was phenomenal in her work, and
it was such a great match.
And Rhea Ripley and her had to run for her money. Oh, Bunda, it wasn't a dumb theory. I was going by what makes the most logical sense to give fans what they wanted.
He's contrarian because he loves being contrarian. It's for the love of the game, Juan. It's a game for him.
Yeah, it's a game. I'm going to choke down my medicine.
That being said, with all these great matches they had on pay-per-view, how is it that neither of them was the main event? Because the main event match was shorter than the other bangers they had on the card.
The main event match itself was the Beast Incarnate.
The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar versus the American Nightmare.
Johnny! The American Nightmare is coming into Puerto Rico. He's actually making it that he's actually showing up and he's coming up for the best time that even though he's not the WWE champion, he really should be on the Brock Lesnar console match. He's getting payback. Cody Rhodes!
Thank you, Juan. Yeah. Thank you. That was awesome.
Surprise, Biosh.
Certain jokes in Wrestle Rewind should never die.
Yeah, except when you try to demand it of me. Don't demand things of me, Jose.
All right. So, anyways, getting into the match. First of all, I want to show some love to Cody Rhodes' entrance attire. He wore his Homelander coat as per usual, but an interesting
his American Revolution Homelander jacket.
However, in the back, where he has the Nightmare, where he has the logo of the Nightmare family on the back of the jacket, he also has the flag of Puerto Rico on this right there on the icon with the stripes matching like. And
his Boricua pride over here, because go freaking figure. Cody Rhodes, as white meat baby face and as white bread as he looks, complete with bleach blonde hair, as much as he looks it, is actually half Puerto Rican. So go freaking figure.
Actually, he's half Cuban.
Half Cuban? Jesus, they should have killed him then. No wonder they should have murdered him. Do you have any idea how much rivalry there are between Boricuas and Cubanos? They want us. We want to kill each other. Why do you think Angel and I have so many arguments?
But Cody is protected by the power of America.
Oh God, that should make it worse. That should make it worse, Jose.
I figured they'd want to kill Brock Lesnar more than Cody.
I don't know. Like Brock Lesnar's money. I won't deny that when it comes to what Buddha says over here.
But that being said, after Brock Lesnar came down to the ring, Cody didn't waste any time. The bell didn't ring, but that didn't stop Cody from charging in and doing a suicide dive, obliterating Brock Lesnar, and then hitting him with a series of chair shots and using the steel steps, and getting him back into the ring all weekend before the referee called for the bell to start the match. Like, Cody got his licks in early, and then the bell rang. The match began. Brock Lesnar's already beaten up by the pre-match beatdown by Cody. What a babyface. Right. Cody Rhodes hits him with a series of not one but two disaster kicks, which always looks cool when he does it. He tries to hit him with the Cody cutter, but then Brock Lesnar cuts him off and hits him with a German suplex. And then Brock Lesnar takes our hero to Suplex City, hitting him with multiple German suplexes, hitting him with a vertical suplex. At one point, catching Cody midair as Cody was trying to spam another disaster kick and hits Cody with a fallaway slam. Oof, that's gotta hurt.
Ow.
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys got to remember, like, Brock Lesnar, in terms of dimensions, is, like, almost twice as wide in terms of body frame as Cody Rhodes. That's a goddamn problem.
Indeed. And during this whole sequence where Cody Rhodes is playing as the human crash dummy for Suplex City, Cody Rhodes, all staggered and all beaten up, like... This is the pivotal point of the match. He whiplashed himself into one of the corners, and then like he takes off the turnbuckle padding for one of the corners, and he's like, but he's not conscious of it because he's all stunned. Like, oh.
You mean to tell me? Okay. What? Are you trying to sell to me that Cody Rhodes, in his dazed, hazed, and confused, absolute mental and cognitive discombobulation, expertly untied the padding of the turnbuckle?
I think the turnbuckle padding was already loose, and they gimmicked it.
Oh, bite me with that. Okay, that's a little stupid. Come on, man. If he was as mentally rocked as he was, as you're describing here, Jose, that doesn't fly.
But then Brock Lesnar saw an opportunity to use the exposed turnbuckle to further destroy the American Nightmare. He hoists Cody over his shoulders, and it looks like he's about to drive him through the turnbuckle, but then Cody counters it and then drives Brock Lesnar head first and busting Brock Lesnar open onto the exposed turnbuckle the hard way. Like, there's a huge cut right there in the forehead, right between the eyebrows. Like right there, and he was bleeding all over, and Brock Lesnar was bleeding all over the place.
That was nice, gnarly.
That was very nasty.
Bunda actually agrees. He likes the use of the turnbuckle. It's old school. You don't always need a chair or a kendo stick. You're right. You actually don't. I was simply commenting on okay, it just feels kind of goofy that if Cody was as brain rocked as Jose was describing, that he would have enough. What do you call it? Cognitive sense. And dexterousness in your
dexterity.
Dexterity. Thank you, Jesus. My brain. I can't words. I think I got hit by Brock Lesnar. Dexterity to untie the turnbuckle completely. To untie the turnbuckle padding.
It's all right.
That's what I was trying to say.
No, you're good. You're good. And then Cody Rhodes went on the offensive, hitting him with another disaster kick, finally connecting with the Cody cutter, and he hit Brock Lesnar not once, but 2 times of the Crossroads, but Brock Lesnar kicked out after 2. And then Brock Lesnar was able to regain his footing and hit Cody Rhodes with an F5, but Cody Rhodes was able to kick out.
Oh my God!
Both men are spent. Both men are on their knees, exchanging back and forth strikes until Brock Lesnar locks in the Kimura lock, the same Kimura lock that screwed up Triple H, the same Kimura lock that screwed up John Cena and The Undertaker and many others, only for Cody Rhodes to use Brock Lesnar's own body weight against him, plant his shoulders on the ground for the referee to count to 3. Your winner by technical pinfall, Cody Rhodes.
Cody used his on his body weight against him and actually turned it around and his Goliath. Cody Rhodes.
Like I said, the main event.
There you got your tickles in. Pay me.
I'll pay you later.
Pay me now.
I bought you sushi.
I will accept that.
Okay. And
Pay me with more sushi.
And I shared my crab rangoons with you.
It was 2 separate orders of crab rangoons.
Oh, I thought it was 1.
No, it was 2.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
You didn't have to share squat. We each had our own crab rangoons.
But yeah, like I said, I was not kidding when I said that the main event match was shorter than the other bangers that they had for Backlash.
And that doesn't make any sense. Why would they have had a main event match like that so whittled down?
Honestly,
I don't get it.
Your guess is as good as mine, Juancho. But that being said, this is not going to be the last time, unfortunately, because on the next on Monday Night Raw, following the pay-per-view, Cody Rhodes actually came up short in the tournament that they're hosting to crown the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions when Brock Lesnar interfered and brawled with Cody Rhodes, costing him the match. So Cody and Brock will duke it out for a second round at Night of Champions on Saturday, May 27th.
You got to be kidding me. They're just going to have a second round match, a second one-on-one match?
Yeah,
I would have... God, come on, man.
Yeah, no, this John Cena booking that they're doing with Cody Rhodes is, I don't know, it feels weird.
I think I've heard this song before, and I didn't like the ending.
Exactly. Like... When you compare it to the way John Cena was booked in 2012, Juancho, what do you think? You think this type of formula would work?
No, it doesn't work. It didn't work back then. It doesn't work now. But they're trying to go for the twice-in-a-lifetime match thing. Come on, man. It doesn't work. Not everyone is John Cena. Not everyone works on a John Cena formula.
Not everyone is John Cena. Not everyone is Daniel Bryan.
Exactly. You can't manufacture that the Yes Movement stuff. Come on, guys. It was literally like a circumstantial thing, and if it wasn't for Punk dropping away from everything, Daniel Bryan wouldn't have had that shot where they had to combine everything out, where he had 2 matches at the same night, and he was inserted into a triple threat match at WrestleMania and became the undisputed champion then.
Exactly.
But that was like all because of circumstantial stuff over here. They had to work it.
I know. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to this week's edition of WWE's NXT. All right, following the WWE draft from last week, where Indy Hartwell had to relinquish the NXT Women's Championship due to injury and due to being drafted to the main roster.
And then she was hauled away by her on-screen husband, Dexter Loomis.
Yes.
Indy Loomis, #index lives on forever.
And WWE NXT has announced that they are hosting a Women's Championship tournament where the finals will take place at NXT Battleground on Sunday, May 28th.
All right, so we've got Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez versus JC Jane, Lyra Valkyria versus Kiana James, and Fallon Henley versus Cora Jade. The winner of each of those matches go to the semifinals. The winners of those matches will go on into the finale, into the final round of this tournament at Battleground.
Hells yes. Very nice indeed.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we had our very first match of the tournament as the first match of the night.
That's right. The first round quarterfinals match was Gigi Dolan versus Tiffany Stratton.
Oh my God.
Oh yes.
Okay, cute women. Hurry up, please. I need
Citrus Booty versus Blonde Beauty.
Wow. You had that in your back pocket for a while, didn't you?
Actually, I just improv that.
Okay, how about that? Bunda's saying, he had Crab Rangoon today. Yeah, it's good stuff. He's saying, did people thought this was over after one match where Cody steals a win? This is going to happen all the way to July, probably.
July? Money in the Bank July?
That'd be nice.
That would be weird.
Maybe. Interesting. We don't know.
Yeah. All right, so This was actually a pretty good. This is actually a pretty good opening match. And anytime Tiffany Stratton is in the ring, you know she's always shown that she's improved. Definitely some back and forth action between Gigi Dolan and Tiffany Stratton. Surprisingly, no outside interference from JC Jane. In fact, no outside interference from anybody who's have some sort of beef with these two women. It was just straight up one-on-one, and the fans enjoyed it. The fans are actually split between two of these women. So go figure. Who knew, right?
I know, right? It's quite an improvement between these two ladies, and the thing that we've got JC Jane and Gigi Dolan separated now. Toxic Attraction is over. They're not feuding with each other at the moment, but maybe that'll come back during the semifinals of the Who's-Its of the
Women's Championship
tournament. Yeah,
that is correct. That being said, Tiffany Stratton, when it came back from commercial break, Tiffany Stratton had control over Gigi Dolan. I like when she pulled. I know that's not intentionally pulling a page off the Ninth Wonder of the World, China, but Tiffany Stratton hits her handspring like back elbow to the corner. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, China's handspring elbow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty gnarly. I gotta admit, that's actually awesome. Gigi Dolan was able to mount a comeback, hitting a combination of strikes against Tiffany Stratton, and even knocks her down with an STO takedown, only to get a 2 count. But in the end, Tiffany Stratton, with the power of all the blonde bombshells in the world, was able to get the victory after hitting her trademark moonsault. So your winner and advancing to the semifinals, Tiffany Stratton.
Holy crap! The blondies going on to the finals. Oh God, how's Gigi taking this afterwards?
Likely Gigi Dolan is going to continue on her rivalry against JC Jane. I don't think it's over after one match. They clashed last week, but I don't think it's over.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead.
WWE loves to stretch things out.
Yeah, sometimes to their detriment.
Sometimes to their detriment. All right, now let's get to the exciting match of the night, and it's a tag team match, player.
Holla, holla.
And this is for the NXT Tag Team Championship, as the defending champions, the Scottish Brawlers, Gallus. Goes 2-on-2 against the Dyad, who's representing Schism, Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed.
Why can't they not just be the grizzled young veterans? God dang it.
Well, at this point, they're
on their way out.
They're on their way out, so it wouldn't matter if they went back to the previous gimmick. Either way.
God dang it.
I don't know.
Right.
We're still a long way from October. Maybe something will change that might entice them to re-sign.
Yeah, like giving them the titles and giving them the matches that they actually won, getting out of the dumb schisming, dyad, whatever.
That being said, this is such a terrific clash, with shades of their previous encounters, going all the way as far back as the old days of NXT UK.
All right.
It was awesome.
I remember you talking about this stuff. These guys have been back and forth with each other for a while.
Absolutely. It is great to see them in action. The real difference maker over here during this match is the constant interference from Ava Raine at ringside.
Holy shit, Ava Raine! She's back on TV. What the hell?
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing? Quit hiding. I get it. You're still not camera ready. Come on.
I mean, she did her role. She actually provided distractions when the referee his back turned, was able to cut off, helped with the assist in cutting off the Gallus boys when they were gaining their momentum, and it looked like Schism was going to have it won until out came a furious Ivy Nile from out of nowhere.
Wait, Ivy Nile?
Ivy Nile went and brawled with Ava Raine at ringside with the Creed brothers trying to break her off.
So they sent Ivy.
They sent Ivy.
No, Ivy sent Ivy. God damn.
Ivy sent Ivy.
Okay, why is Ivy now pissed with Ava Raine?
Because the Diamond Mine are still feuding with Schism. I don't know. It's like a multi tag team feud for the tag titles.
You would think so.
I think so, yes.
All right.
That being said, Gallus was able to regain their footing, hit their finishing move on one of the Dyad boys to win and retain. Your winners and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, Gallus.
Okay, so here's what I got to ask over here. Diamond Mine and Gallus, are these guys, would you say that they're aligned with each other after this? Or is it just like, oh, hey, it's just convenient because if it pisses off Ava Raine and if it pisses off Schism, then Diamond Mine don't care what match it's in?
That, but also add to the fact that Diamond Mine won a shot at the tag team gold.
Okay, so like, screw you guys. We're getting our shot at it first. Let's go. How much you want to bet it's going to be Diamond Mine versus Schism in the near future? Winners take on Gallus for the tag titles.
Oh, I'm hoping they set up another triple threat tag match at Battleground.
Oh boy, why would you hope for that?
Because they did it for Stand and Deliver.
Okay, I'm like I believe in the storylining over here because there is sense that can be made. I'm just saying like, okay, it's almost a complete wash because of the dyad wanting to bounce over here in 5 months. So why are we even bothering? Are they still gonna have any sort of title run? Are they just gonna continue jobbing on their way out? Are they gonna get paid to job on their way out? I don't know.
I honestly don't know either. It's so weird. The WWE at this point, if Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed are choosing not to resign and are rejecting any type of creative storyline that WWE is pitching them, the WWE have the option of keeping the boys off of TV and let them sit at home in their contracts if they wanted to.
Well, they probably don't want to, though.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the exciting segment of the night because we're not done with Gallus just yet.
Wait, we're not?
You know we're not. In a nice video segment where they're at a random bar at an undisclosed location, the Gallus boys are celebrating
a random bar? Why wouldn't they just go to the bar of, what's-her-face?
Fallon Henley's bar. I forgot what that was called again.
I forgot, too. They saved the bar. It was the family bar. Why would they not just go there?
Because they don't like to share.
Why wouldn't they just... What kind of bar is it where you don't share?
No, I'm talking about the Gallus boys. They don't want to share.
Why would they... they show up at this bar. It would add a nice little wrinkle, and you have Kiana James and Fallon Henley's stuff in the background.
I think you'll understand why as I talk about
Gallus
this.
and Diamond Mine in this random bar.
No, just Gallus. Just Gallus.
Then
just Gallus celebrating their victory. There's Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang.
They cleaned up fast. I mean, look at them. They don't look like they matched. They had a match at all.
WWE magic.
The WWE magic.
But it looks like they can't celebrate just yet as they are interrupted by the team of Stax and the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. A Gabagoo. I'm the Don. I'm Italiano. I'm from Chicago.
What?
Paisano.
What the hell?
Yep.
No.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? God dang it. God freaking dang it.
Tony D and Stax.
Poppity boopity? Beepity boopity pop?
Yup.
Poppity boopity?
I repeat, certain jokes must never die.
All right.
So Tony D'Angelo and Stax, they make it very clear they want a shot at the tag team gold. So at 4, do I count 4 teams, Juan?
Fatal 4-way tag match at Battleground.
Oh my goodness, they're leaning on it. They're leaning on it very hard. The Gallus boys are pissed though because they don't like the being challenged by the Italianos. So Joe Coffey pulls out, I kid you not, a small wooden little billy club, puts it on the bar, telling the boys to leave. And just as it looks like the Italians were going to throw down.
It looks like he's holding a Oscar Mayer wiener or something.
Yeah.
Who are these dudes behind Stax and D'Angelo?
Whoever they are, it looks like they were ready to back up the Gallus boys to throw these 2 Italians out of there. And that's why they're not at the same bar as Fallon Henley, because you don't see those guys backing up Gallus, do you?
You could.
For all we know, those other guys could be Scottish.
Who cares what nationality they are? It would be hysterical if we had a nice big Pier 6 brawl in the family bar. You know, what the hell?
That would be fun.
God almighty.
That being said, yeah, those guys either they're trainees from the WWE Performance Center taking part in this role. Yeah. Or
it's literally these guys just trainees. Okay, if you were here last night on the Black Files, Bunda, Jose thought that I was eating onion rings, and I told him no, I was eating Cheetos. The onion rings are for later. These are the onion rings.
Juan is eating Funyuns.
I'm eating Funyuns.
And Juan is enjoying it while I'm talking about this crazy nonsense that they're booking themselves.
There's could have been a fun little Pier 6 brawl here, too, but no, the Gabagooli's got to get, boppity boopied out of there.
WWE definitely missed out an opportunity to have a brawl in the bar.
They missed out on an awesome Pier 6 brawl idea. But no, we're not allowed to have fun in this kind of segment. I mean, if they have the bar, why not get their stuff together? Let you check the nutrition facts. Go buy your own.
Check the nutrition Check the nutrition facts for what?
For my Funyuns.
What?
Are you my dietitian all of a sudden? Are you my doctor? Are you my endocrinologist? No, you're not. You're a contrarian who would probably want me to scarf down a freaking sugar cube because I'm diabetic. Because you're a contrarian like that. Let's go on with the show, shall we?
All right.
He's checking online right now. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on with the show because we do need to take it down a couple of notches here.
Take it down a couple of notches. We missed down on a Pure 6 brawl. How much worse can it get? Oh, why did I just...
We got a one-on-one fight between Damon Kemp versus Eddie Thorpe. Now, here's the thing. This match was actually not bad in terms of wrestling quality. These guys actually wrestled pretty well. And Eddie Thorpe is a rising star in the WWE. So, of course, we want to keep that momentum going for Eddie Thorpe. In fact, after all, the fans love him and the WWE love his work so far. So that's good. My main problem is Damon Kemp. Because this Damon Kemp, being the guy on the right with the wrestling singlets, this guy has absolutely no personality outside of being this unprofessional bully in the locker room who just wants to pick on people just because.
What the hell?
Yeah. And boy, oh boy, after his nothing burger of a feud with the Diamond Mine, Damon Kemp has barely been featured on TV, save for NXT Level Up, and he's mostly been losing his matches.
What in the world are they doing?
Like I said, Damon Kemp has no personality. His custom singlet that he wears in the ring has more character than him. Yeah, the singlet that he has, it's supposed to be, I don't know if it's supposed to be a callback to either Superman or Donkey Kong, but he has like the Superman insignia in the middle, and instead of the S, it has DK. DK. Donkey Kong. I'm sorry.
Okay. And over here we've got David Kemp is fighting Namor. Who won? Who cares? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Eddie Thorpe picked up the win after a miscalculation near the end of the match. It looked like Damon Kemp was trying to reach under the ring apron for something, but he fumbled that bar hard way, and he looked exposed, and Eddie Thorpe just finished it.
God bless you. Oh my God, so much mediocrity in the air with this match.
I know, it's making me sneeze, man. Jeez. Oh.
God almighty. Oh, hey, Jen's going to bed? Oh, are you all right? Okay, then. Well, you have a good night then, Jen.
All right, have a good night, Jen.
Yeah, sorry we kept you guys waiting for 15 minutes because, we had, cable problems.
All right.
But, Bunda's saying, it's not bad. There's worse things you could eat. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just snacking a little bit on some Funyuns while working on this. Also, Vicente Guerrero in the chat. Hey, up there, Vicente. The teams could have all had an all-out brawl then afterwards. They're all eating bags of Funyuns. Nope, they don't sell Funyuns at the bars. The Funyuns are for me. Take that.
Well, careful, Wancho, because you don't want to incur the wrath of the Gallus boys and Tony D'Angelo.
Okay, what are they going to do? What are they going to do, huh? Are they going to come down for the Performance Center of WWE in Orlando? Are they going to come down after me to take my Funyuns?
With billy clubs?
With billy clubs and gabagoolies and galabli.
And Tony D'Angelo's going to throw you in the trunk and make you sleep with the fishies.
If that's the case, I'm going to get promoted up to Raw or SmackDown then. If that's what they're doing, they're murdering me by drowning me. Good grief.
WWE Magic.
Oh, Damien Kemp, bully who we rarely see and has no personality. Yeah, exactly, Vicente. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Now that Von Wagner is a free agent and he's relinquished his boring crown,
he needs to be promoted to the audience.
I see we have a new heir in the throne. That is Damon Kemp.
God almighty.
All right, now let's get to the... This is a very weird segment that I watched. This is a series of video segments called Hard Hitting Home Truths with WWE superstar Nathan Frazier.
You mean NXT superstar?
NXT superstar Nathan Frazier. And the way they have it set up seems very similar to last week tonight with John Oliver.
What the hell is this?
This is so weird.
What the hell?
And this looks
Did they build a whole
overproduced.
second set for him?
Yes.
It's like a green screen set. What in the world?
It looks like a green screen set. And he started off his segment by talking about, the draft from last week and how he talked about that NXT is actually a melting pot of stars, of international stars from different countries. We have stars from Scotland, the United Kingdom, in England, Ireland. Axiom is from Spain. Dragon Lee's from Mexico. We have stars from Africa. And Juancho, get this. Apollo Cruz's former enforcer, Commander Aziz Dabakato, the Raw Underground guy. Guess his nationality.
What?
It's going to throw you off. Go ahead and guess.
Let me guess. He's Canadian.
Nope. All right. I'm not going to make you guess all night. He's Polish.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, no, it's
Nathan
so awesome.
Fraser, and what is this about?
He then transitioned into talking smack on Noam Dar, the Scottish supernova who made his NXT debut a couple of weeks ago. He poked fun at Noam Dar and how he's holding the Heritage Cup really tight as if it was his literal baby, and they even showed footage of him like actually treating the trophy as a baby, which looked silly, especially when Noam Dar was wearing little pigtails and it looked like he was a mommy.
What the?
Yeah. No.
Wow, douche.
Yeah, no.
What a douchebag.
No, Aziz is not Nigerian. Aziz is from Poland. He is of Polish descent.
All right. Well, how about
just needed to educate Vicente Guerrero.
Yeah, no. So yeah, here we're learning things, and go figure.
That being said, Nathan Frazier is not a fan of Noam Dar, as he keeps bringing up how Noam Dar keeps meddling into other people's business, and it looks like he's setting himself up with a feud against Noam Dar down the road. But I don't know, this type of overproduced segments of like a knock on John Oliver's TV show and everything, I think this kind of segment would work for a heel character, not for a babyface.
Okay, so what? Noam Dar is the heel in this instance?
Yes.
And yeah, no, okay, yeah, no, this doesn't make any sense then.
This is so weird.
A babyface doesn't use segments and talk shows. You have that for Piper's Pit. You have that for the Jericho highlight reel. You have that for the Carlitos Cabana.
The MVP VIP lounge.
The VIP lounge with MVP. Ms. TV, the KO show.
The Cutting Edge.
You have them for the Peep Show. The Peep Show!
The Peep Show and Jericho's highlight reel.
I said the Jericho's highlight reel.
Oh, you did, okay.
It's like, those are classically heel things to do. Are they trying to do a double turn? Nathan Frazier here is going heel, or what's he doing?
That's a possibility. I have no idea.
Or was Nathan Frazier even babyface to begin with? Do we even know?
Oh, no, he started off as a babyface. He is a white bread babyface.
White meat babyface.
White meat babyface.
Okay, so I guess maybe they're gonna go with.
I don't know. I guess this is the WWE's way of trying to give Nathan Frazier a character to work with.
No, it's like, okay, we get what you're going for. We understand it. I understand using the segment, but unless the aim of this segment is Nathan Frazier's heel, Noam Dar is a babyface, and we're trying to like poke fun at him in that manner, then it comes off miscoded. If like coded incorrectly. Am I making sense with this?
No, you're making sense. This segment was very awkward.
It just feels awkward because like, hey, wait a minute, is he a babyface, or who are we supposed to be cheering for? Noam Dar? Who's the heel? Who's the babyface?
Yeah, the babyface and heel dynamics incorporating into this segment, it just didn't click for me.
Right, it's like I said, the effort is made. We understand the concept, we get it, but it's not clicking. It's hitting the notes it wants to, but it can't make them make sense together. All right, yeah, Vicente in the chat. Wow, if Aziz is related to former heavyweight boxing bad boy Andrew Golota, expect tons of low blows from Aziz.
You mean the Polish Hammer?
Oh!
All right, now let's get to the main event of NXT, and it is a one-on-one encounter with Trick Williams, the bodyguard of Carmelo Hayes, against Braun Breaker, who is now gone full heel.
Remember,
he's
a bad guy, folks.
Oh yeah, Braun Breaker's a bad guy because all he's wearing is just black wrestling singlets with no color on it at all. It's just black.
No! all the colors have been drained from his Splatoon tie-dyed like freaking singlets. What are we gonna do?
All right, so here's the thing.
Remind me, Braun Breaker, has he ever done like the strap drop thing whenever he...
Yes, he does.
Okay, just making sure.
He does. That being said, it wasn't hard to predict who would win the match, but this was definitely not a squash. Trick Williams actually put up one hell of a fight against Braun Breaker, hitting a series of strikes, hitting a series of capoeira kicks. Like, he held his own against the former NXT champion. Of course, and anytime Braun Breaker shuts him down, whether it's a takedown or a power slam, like, the fans just let him have it. The fans just booed all day, whether it was piped in by WWE or not. Like, Braun Breaker is just responding to him, saying like, "Yeah, you idiots, shut up." Yeah, like,
"Yeah, you idiots, shut up."
Like, it's like you could see.
You're not gonna take it away from me. I'll tell you all. I'll see you every single one of you guys. You don't want to believe me? I don't even believe in you anymore. You don't need to.
Oh man. Anyway, so getting back to it, Braun Breaker finished off Trick Williams with a spear, but instead of hitting his power slam and instead of going for the pin, he locks in the Steiner recliner to force Trick Williams to submit.
That's how you can tell he's gone heel.
Your winner by submission, Braun Breaker.
Okay, that's different. He's not doing heavy slam moves now. Now he's doing submission moves. I guess that's his.
He's doing heavy slam moves. Add German suplexes to his repertoire.
Oh no, German suplex.
But he didn't stop there. After the bell, Braun Breaker continued the punishment on Trick Williams, locking him in the recliner until Carmelo Hayes ran down for the save and started brawling with Braun Breaker, but it was all for nothing as Braun Breaker caught Carmelo Hayes in the air with a spear to knock him down.
Good Lord.
And NXT closes off with Braun Breaker standing over Carmelo Hayes, holding the NXT title.
Wow, Dick.
Yes. Oh my God, I love this. I love this a lot. Like the match was great. The main event was great. I just hope they don't screw things up with the heel turn with Braun Breaker.
Yeah, actually, Vicente brings up an interesting point. After Rick Steiner being a douchebag, verbally bullying Giselle Shaw, he says, "I don't think Braun had much of a choice on turning heel." Yeah, he probably like, okay, we want to take a little bit of the heat, a little bit of the heat off of you, so we're gonna lean into how folks are probably gonna boo you to boo Rick Steiner because your dad was a transphobic dickhead and made an ass of himself. So we're going to try to roll with that and see if we can make that work for you somehow. Besides, it'll be a nice wrinkle for your character somehow.
That is a possibility, but you have to remember this is WWE. WWE are aware of the controversies that may be connected to their superstars, but they also have a habit of not caring.
You're not wrong.
Now, Rick Steiner did apologize. Let's acknowledge that. Did he? Did he really?
Wait, he did? Hang on. I actually want to find out. I want to take a look over here.
All right, fine. I guess we'll look it up. If he did apologize, then okay. I'll look at it and see if it's an apology.
Let's apology. Oh, was there an apology video? Okay. WrestleCon issues an apology.
Nope.
Let me see.
Nope. Nothing on Rick Steiner apologizing.
Where is it? Hold on. Apologizes to Giselle Shaw. Let me see that. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know. WrestleCon issues apology. WrestleCon issues. Rick Steiner banned over alleged tirade. WrestleCon release statement. Expo Wrestling now school official accused of transphobia. I'm trying to see if I can find anything in here with him actually. April 5th. Rick Steiner refuses to apologize.
He refused to apologize for his transphobic remarks. So fuck him. Let's move on.
So that's on eWrestling News. That was as of April 3rd. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, he says. Let me see. I swear I read it. I'm so sorry. I read it wrong.
It's okay,
It's
Bunda.
okay, Bunda. Nobody's
No worries.
nobody's perfect. We're not going to
Nobody's
rag
perfect.
on you on that.
But I will sink the Rick Steiner ship faster than the Titanic.
It's sadly it's disappointing, but it is kind of deserved because I mean he kind of made an ass. He made an ass.
He
of himself.
definitely made an ass of himself. Fuck him. Let's move on.
Will, in a moment, they need to show the article that we're referring to here. This was the search that we went through. Hang on a minute. Yeah, stop it. Yeah, that was the article that we were trying to look for here. As we entered the search for Rick Steiner apologizes to Giselle Shaw, we were looking for everything where it possibly could have done that, and the closest thing we could find was Rick Steiner refuses to apologize for transphobic rant on Giselle Shaw.
Yeah.
And this was it on eWrestlingNews.com. The story's been covered on News Station. Those unaware, Memorial Local School. Steiner refused multiple requests to comment on the story and background and couldn't issue a statement during the spring break. So far, Steiner is refusing to apologize for his comments and hasn't been in contact with Giselle Shaw.
Whatever.
No, it's not.
Sorry,
really,
I really don't like him. I really hate Rick Steiner.
Right now, it's like, dude, it's like and you're right there, Bunda. It is a super dick move for him not to apologize. You're okay. No one's gonna knock on you. Vicente Guerrero, I saw a clip of a fan asking Rick Steiner about it as Rick was wheeling around Lex Luger. Rick said nothing to the fan.
Wow. And
that just puts.
If Lex Luger was there, why didn't Lex pipe up and said something?
I don't know. Maybe Lex.
Come on, man.
Maybe Lex Luger's trying to say I'm trying to stay out of this shit. I got my own problems to deal with.
Fair enough. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this week's edition of AEW Dynamite.
Let the fuse hit the bone, Dynamite.
This week's AEW Dynamite takes place in Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. The hometown of the Motor City Machine Guns and the hometown of WWE Hall of Famer Big Sexy Kevin Nash.
Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Yes, the man who helped revolutionize pro wrestling in the late 90s, along with
in the mid 90s.
In the mid 90s, in the mid 90s, along with Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan as members of the new as leaders of the New World Order.
And let's not forget his time as Big Daddy Cool Diesel, and as Super Shredder, and as what were the other ones? Crush. I'm trying to remember all the ones.
Crush, Vinny Vegas, Oz, Super Shredder, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, the man of silver tongue and shaky quads.
Jesus Christ.
I shouldn't make fun of him.
And one of these days our quads are going to go boom.
I know, right?
Yeah, NWO for life. You're not wrong.
So AEW Dynamite opens up with a one-on-one match, and this stipulation is called a Double Jeopardy match.
What is a Double Jeopardy match?
A Double Jeopardy match is a match where two champions compete against each other, and if one champion pins the other, then they earn a title opportunity. Then they earn a title shot in the future. And in this case, it's one half of the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions representing the Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix, going up against the Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli, representing the Blackpool Combat Club. Now, normally I don't mind the Double Jeopardy situation. No, the Double Jeopardy situation works if it involved AEW championships and not Ring of Honor.
Why isn't this on Ring of Honor television? Let's see it on the Ring of Honor TV show on television in the network broadcast. Oh, wait.
No, because they're behind a paywall, Juan.
No, they're in the Honor Club.
Yeah, a paywall. That being said, okay. Stupid wonky booking aside from Tony the Snowman, this was actually
Tony the Snowman. He's a really coked out dweeb.
Yeah, this was still an entertaining match. Two different styles of wrestling clashing at each other. Lucha Libre against technical like powerhouse wrestling from Claudio. Everything was going pretty good. I actually love this match. I like how Claudio dominated early on during the match, where he caught Rey Fenix at ringside and then hoisted him over his shoulders and threw him over the security barricade into the crowd and just holding him up like he was holding a child. Like, damn, that strength from the Swiss Superman. That is awesome.
It's not really that wrong. I mean, like, have you seen Claudio? I mean, for Christ's sake. And also, Rey Fenix isn't that big of a guy.
No, he's not that big of a guy.
Isn't he what you'd call a vanilla midget? Oh!
Now, Juancho, careful, man. That's a Kevin Nash term we don't use on this channel.
Speaking of which, we said that in the chat, Vinny Vegas was fun despite having slightly less moves than he did as Diesel.
Oh, damn, man. All right. Well, enough shots
Are we going to stop making fun of Kevin Nash? Nope! Because it's fun. It's easy fodder.
But that being said, Rey Fenix was able to regain his footing after countering the Claudio's first attempt of the Ricola bomb. He rolled up Claudio with a Sunset Code Red, only to get a 2 count. And then he had a series of different lucha moves to try and ground the champion, only for Claudio Castagnoli to finally put him away and hit his Ricola bomb to get the win. Your winner, the Ring of Honor World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli.
Not bad.
And that means that Claudio
has a title shot
for the World Tag Team titles, and he can pick any partner he wants.
The Ring of Honor World Tag titles?
Yes.
I mean...
Yeah, I know.
Freaking Snowman, what the fuck?
Keep them separate from each other.
He doesn't know
how. I thought that was the point of Ring of Honor having their own show.
He doesn't know how. He literally does not know how.
No, I know why he's doing it. Because he doesn't think that enough people are paying attention to Ring of Honor, so he has to bring some of that into AEW programming to make the brand seem viable.
Good grief.
Ugh.
In the chat, I'm over here saying, oh yeah, Bunda, the hair flip was Big Kev's best move.
Oh, damn.
We could get in a little bit of hazing. It's not the worst thing that's been said about Kevin Nash. I mean, come on.
And what does Vicente say?
Anytime seeing Rey Fenix or Pentagon is great. Fun reliving their badass days almost every night on Lucha Underground reruns on El Rey.
Yeah, that is true.
Wasn't there a match between Penta and Cero Miedo versus Io Shirai?
I believe so on Lucha Underground. Yes.
Yeah, on Lucha Underground. It was an intergender match, and they kicked the shit out of each other.
Yes.
How about that?
I'll have to look it up sometime. And what about you, Bunda? Are you fans of the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon, Penta El Cero, and Rey Fenix of the old days of Lucha Underground?
Let us know in the chat.
Hells yeah. Now let's move on to the exciting match of the night. It's a one-on-one match for the AEW International Championship as Daniel Garcia, representing the Jericho Appreciation Society, goes one-on-one against the defending champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Oh, well, it's no surprise, Bunda. What about Claudio Castagnoli? Were you a fan of Cesaro from the WWE? I mean, come on, you got to admit he's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was when he was doing Cesaro when they were at the bar. That was also where he had that gnarly, badass, horrifying mouth injury where his teeth went up into his skull.
Yeah, I know. It is an understatement, but I gotta say something. Come on, Vicente. Don't.
Bunda was saying, I can't see an orange caddy.
Damn.
I wonder why. Maybe because it's ridiculous.
That being
Vicente,
said,
not shocking seeing Claudio lift or giant swing anyone. Saying the guy is strong is a big understatement.
Well, no, that's why I said I know it's an understatement, but
he's the Swiss Superman. He's Swiss Superman for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, that's true, Bunda. They did ruin Cesaro's push. It's really ridiculous. Come on, man.
It was such a good opportunity, but no.
That being said, this was a great match. Another great match from Orange Cassidy. I mean, it's to be expected. In this case, Daniel Garcia dominating throughout the majority of the match, while also not taking the champion seriously, like mocking him in the middle of the ring, like with his hand in pockets, forcing Orange Cassidy to put his hand in pockets, and just making fun of his whole gimmick during the match while putting the hurt on the champion. And But Orange Cassidy was able to fire back. Like after Daniel Garcia hit a superplex from the top rope, Daniel Garcia actually rolled over. It looks like he was going to hit another suplex, but then Orange Cassidy countered it into a stun dog millionaire.
Dang.
That looked pretty gnarly. And then Orange Cassidy was able to mount a comeback, hitting a series of other moves. He hits a DDT, and then hits the beach break, only to get a 2 count. Daniel Garcia was able to regain his ground and locks in his submission hold, the Dragon Tamer.
All this dragon shit.
All this dragon shit. The Dragon Slayer locks in the Dragon Tamer. Oh, man. I got to stop.
Yeah,
Which is basically a modified version of the sharpshooter, like a more grounded sharpshooter. Orange Cassidy was, and then it looked like Orange Cassidy was trying to break out of it, and then Daniel Garcia transitioned the submission hold into the crossface, and then
nice.
and then it was a series of reversals. After a series of roll-ups and reversals of one over the other, it was Orange Cassidy who outsmarted the Dragon Slayer to roll up Daniel Garcia to pin and retain. Your winner and still the AEW International Champion, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. What are you doing?
That's not pointless! His hands in pockets gimmick has gotten really, really old. On that we agree, Bunda. He can quit being this laid back, lazy, devil may care, whatever character. Let's have him evolve. Come on. He's supposed to be a champion. He's got to freaking act like it.
You know something? On that, I actually agree with. I was going to make the argument of saying, like, hey, it's part of his character and the fans love it, but at the same time, we want to see our characters progress. We want to see natural progression from where they started. If the foundation of the character is stagnant and if there's no change or no wrinkle in their story, then why are we still cheering for this one-note character?
Because it's the same goddamn note, and they're hitting the exact same thing over and over.
Oh man,
they don't freaking get it. They're just going for the easy dopamine button. Silly man. He make the dancing. He make the thing on the ring. Yeah, makes it funny. Yeah, doofuses. Also, did you know that Charlotte Flair is 37?
I did not know this.
I know. What the fuck?
That's weird.
God damn, she's old. She's almost older than me.
I know. And she's taller. I mean, that's expected.
No, she's not taller than me, is she?
Go ahead and Google her.
What
You'll be surprised.
Frig? No way.
I'm pretty sure
Hold on,
she's either
Charlotte...
your height or she might be slightly taller.
Right. Let me see here. 5'10". Okay, she's an inch shorter than me. Cool.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah, we were close. Yeah, no, Jesus jumped up Christ, this woman. Anyway.
All right. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and it is an in-ring interview segment.
I thought this was the exciting segment.
Yep, the in-ring interview segment with Christian Cage, the former multi-time world champion, flanked by his bodyguard Luchasaurus.
All right, Luchasaurus, we get it. You're a big bad guy who wears a big bad dino mask.
He looks cooler. Oh, come on. Compared to his look when he was part of Jurassic.
Sorry, no, I'm over here freaking remembering this thing about how Jungle Boy doesn't want to listen to anybody for advice except for Luchasaurus.
I thought it was Hangman Adam Page who doesn't want
to. Well, both of them.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you the segment after the show because this is. I'm sorry, I am just frustrated with these guys being in love with the smell of their own farts.
Well, Wancho, you'll be happy to hear that this focus isn't actually on Luchasaurus this time. Christian Cage is challenging Wardlow for the AEW TNT title.
Nice.
Yes. During this promo segment, first of all, he took time to, of course, get some heel heat by making fun of the Detroit crowd, as any heel would. And he also got more heat on Wardlow by saying, like, oh, you're paired up with this guy, Brock Anderson. Yeah, because you know, he's a legend and everything. Hey, guess what? Newsflash, he has a son, Brock Anderson, who's in AEW, and Arn Anderson is doing diddly with him.
Well, maybe he's teaching him how to shoot.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, Bunda, you're right. Jungle Boy's being a dick to fans at cons. That's what I'm talking about over here.
Okay.
When it was like, oh, hey, what kind of veteran do you like to, veteran do you take advice from and stuff like that? And Jungle Boy is saying like, oh, I don't really listen to anybody because like guys like Billy Gunn, they absolutely hate me, but I'll listen to Luchasaurus. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Jesus Christ, you're probably one of the people who think that CM Punk shouldn't come back.
Actually,
which by the way, CM Punk did not do anything wrong.
Exactly. Vicente, Christian Cage is such a heat magnet on the mic, while the crowd's chanting, "Shut the fuck up."
Yes!
That was actually fun.
If there's anyone who can match MJF on the mic for heel heat, it's Christian Cage.
Holy cow. That is so bizarre, but I love it.
How about you, Boonda? Are you a fan of heel Christian? Why don't you let us know? I'm actually.
Does he like heel Christian or Captain Charisma? Does he like the benefits of flash photography? What's your favorite version of Christian? Yeah, no, you're right. Apparently fans are paying their money for, I guess, like voice messages, and Jungle Boy's refusing to do them. Yeah, that's exactly it over here.
Christian needs to retire. Christian still has some to give in wrestling. I mean, he could still wrestle. I mean, he's in better physical shape than Edge, because Edge, neck down paralysis, that's a big fucking deal. But in Christian's case, he just had he just retired due to multiple concussions.
Right? What the hell is that? Yeah, no, Christian was okay, I guess. Yeah. He was. And now he's gotten old, but it's at the same time, it's a matter of the fact that Christian is still pissing everybody off. He started the segment, he started the in-ring interview saying well, first off, every one of you here from Detroit, you literally live in the worst city in the country, so you're all gonna need to shut the hell up if you're gonna hear what I have to say.
That was so good.
That's how he primed everybody to hate on him.
Oh man.
God dang.
That is pretty awesome. All right, now let's go to this match. Should have been exciting. I should actually like this match, but unfortunately, the storyline just didn't click with me. It didn't click, and I'll talk about it. It's a no holds barred match between Anna Jay of the Jericho Appreciation Society. I'm sorry, Anna JAS. Ugh.
JAS? What the hell is it?
Versus Julia Hart of the House of Black.
Okay, what do you mean by JAS? What is that?
JAS, J Appreciation Society. I don't know. Oh, freaking no, man.
You see what I mean with this freaking vampire? This goddamn idiot.
Jericho.
Go back to Winnipeg, you idiot. Oh my God, Jericho, we get it. You're like a freaking inventor or whatever. I freaking get it. But seriously, co-opting Anna Jay by her name? Jesus Christ.
Oh, but he's trying to use his creative agency to help build stars.
No, he's not. He's sucking the life out of every one of them. Who is everyone else in the Jericho Appreciation Society? You have Jake Hager, idiot in a purple hat, Sammy Guevara, fuckboy, Anna Jay, who literally she changed her name to suck on Jericho's nards over here, and 2 chuckle fucks that nobody cares about.
And Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, no, chuckle fucks we don't care about.
Yeah.
Vicente, Jungle Boy hooked up with Anna Jay. What does he have to be bitter about with fans? Exactly, dumbass.
Yeah, I know.
No, and Boonda saying, yeah, but it was cheap heat. Talking about the city and telling people to shut up, man. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. That is cheap heat, but it's still it works.
Ever notice Julia Hart sings her entrance theme
while walking down
after
her matches?
To that, I give credit. That is actually pretty awesome. Damn, Julia's got some pipes.
Indeed.
That being said, like I said, the match was actually pretty good for a no-holds-barred match, save for one spot where Julia Hart missed a superplex spot, and both women missed the landing on the pile of chairs that were in the middle of the ring. That's my only criticism of the match, but the brawl was great. My only big problem is the storyline. If you paid attention to, I don't know, whether it's to AEW Dark or Dark Elevation while they were dying on the vines before being canceled, or AEW Rampage, if you paid attention to any of those shows, then you would probably have an idea of why these girls are fighting each other in the first place. And there's your problem.
Yeah. But no one watches Dark and Dark Elevation.
Nobody even watches on Rampage. The latest edition of Rampage last week drew its lowest viewership in the 200,000s. Dude, Impact Wrestling would kill to have those numbers.
Right? It would be insane. But no, God forbid. We actually give dues to I get it, folks. I know Impact has its hang-ups. but at the same time, like, for crying out loud, you've got incredible knockouts wrestling. You've got the X Division over in Impact, but like, no, Dark and Dark Elevation and Rampage. He's like trying to saturate the programming of AEW as far out as he possibly can, and it comes to the detriment of the talent.
Yeah, I think I see the problem. I think AEW has way too much wrestling content on a weekly basis, and the problem with having too much content
and not proper TV deals to put it all on.
Yeah, well, that's one problem, but my main problem is following the storylines, because with that much wrestling every week, they're all over the freaking place. WWE could get away with having their storylines streamlined because they have wrestlers in separate shows. Raw, SmackDown, NXT. It's easy to follow their formulas. Impact Wrestling keeps theirs simple and
formulaic. Small time at this point.
Yeah, but AEW is just all over the freaking place.
It's shotgun booking, and you can tell because Tony Khan's a cooked out dweeb, and he's shotgunning up his nose.
Oh, speaking of which, we're going to get to him in a few seconds.
Right,
Julia Hart did end up winning, but via submission, so good on her.
Very good. All right, fantastic. Congratulations here. Julia Hart looks nice in that photo. What in the world?
Now let's get to the really weird segment. It's your boy, Juan!
I hate you.
The AEW CEO and president.
CEO, president, executive producer, general manager, lead booker, spit bucket holder, main janitor, top commentator, top champion producer, and top Young Bucks ball fondler.
Tony Khan.
He came on screen for all of 2 minutes.
1 minute.
Not even. No, it felt like 2 minutes. Goddamn. This goddamn coked out fucking dweeb. Oh my Lord in heaven.
Now,
Help me.
to his credit, he actually didn't come off awkward like in his past video announcements. So kudos to him. And he didn't even need to rely on Adam Cole to do the announcements for him. He actually sounded, act like a normal human being. They
must have drugged him or something. I mean, without his favorite nose candy.
The only
and look, he even shaved. Look at that. He even shaved over here. Look at that. His face is actually shaven. Isn't that adorable?
Yeah.
He looks like a big boy again.
Oh my God.
He looks like an adult again.
All right.
Instead of a goddamn coked out dweeb again. He's wearing a suit jacket, and look, his cuffs.
He has his cuffs.
He has his cuffs actually buttoned.
There's just
Isn't
something
that incredible.
Yeah, but there's something
wonderful.
about this video that didn't click with me, because his announcement, like, I kid you not, his announcement, he pretty much says that I'm announcing that on next week's edition of Dynamite, I have a major announcement. His announcement is about him making an announcement on Dynamite next week. Well, do you want to?
That's it.
No.
Get it. No.
Okay.
No. I'm not freaking putting up with this. No. Okay. You can take your cushion with you.
Let's give me my phone.
You can take your phone with you. Win. All right. You asked for it, Tony. You're getting it. Number one. Congratulations, you managed to stay off the nose candy long enough to put together a coherent sentence on camera. Number two, I am 99.99 repeated % sure that your ass was reading off of a teleprompter with a freaking AK-47 pointed at your face, saying, "Listen here, sir, we're trying to help you not come off like an idiot. You have to stop. Just read the words. Just read them. They're just words. You don't have to improvise. We get it. You're a very big deal. You're a very important man, Mr. Khan. Just read the words, please. Just stop it. Sir, we're trying to help you. Sir, please, I'm begging you." And to my shock and surprise, Tony goddamn Khan managed to spit out his announcement for an announcement in an announcement next week on Dynamite. And if you win to get a shot at the title, you manage to spit it out without sounding like you've discovered caffeine, sugar, and cocaine for the first time in your life. You managed to spit out this minute and some odd second promo video without looking like you've been drinking Cuban espresso coffee out of Miami Beach for the last 9 months straight because you finally got laid for the first time in your freaking life. You managed to spit out a sentence that makes you look like you actually know how to work your goddamn junk. Congratulations. Now, that is the first part of your magic trick. You have to remember, there are 3 parts to a magic trick. This is some Christopher Nolan for you. The pledge, the turn, and the prestige. The pledge, you are showing that this item is a normal, ordinary object. The turn, you make the ordinary object do something extraordinary. But you don't stop at the turn. Then you have the prestige. The extraordinary thing becomes ordinary once again. So either you're going to have this be the longest turn of all time, and you're going to de-cokify your ass anytime you're scheduled to be in front of the camera, at which point I will continue to give you your kudos, or you will return and you will complete your magic trick, and you will complete and give us all the prestige and become the idiot coked out dweeb that we all know and loathe. So I wait with bated breath. Until then, whatever the hell it is your people who are clearly handling you are telling you to do, keep doing it. Listen to people. Delegate. Read the freaking teleprompter. You shouldn't need to be held at gunpoint to be acting like a human goddamn being. Enough already. We get it. You're a very rich boy with very many important friends. You have all the bestest friends in your wrestling toy company, and it is so cool. You're not going to get laid any better than that, buddy. Women like guys who know how to be comfortable around them. Your ass doesn't know how to do that. Learn, motherfucker. You're rich. And prostitution is legal in many places in the world. It still counts as sex if you pay for it. There. That's my goddamn thing over here. Nope. Yeah. That's
damn, dude. Oh my god. Washer needs to trim that oh wow, Buddha.
Never! I'll keep growing my Jedi mullet until I feel like cutting it. Let's see. It's exactly what it was over here. He said, it seems like Tony Khan's announcement was next week I have an announcement, doofus. Yeah, I know the announcement next week. Tony Khan's made a deal with Rob Black to bring in XPW guys and girls. Fun fact, Taya Valkyrie was the first ever XPW women's champion.
That's actually an interesting fact. Thank you for
that. That is an interesting factor. He said to thank you. We did not know that.
Yeah, no. So, Juan's ranting aside, although your choice of words was very strange. I don't know if that's...
He's a sexless, coked-out dweeb! How else do you explain him?
Well, no, I'm talking about the part where you're saying, like, good, keep listening to these guys.
Yes! I will give credit where credit is due.
Okay.
All right.
That being said, it's very likely that he's going to be announcing the upcoming Saturday show for AEW called AEW Collision.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening, and we're going to have CM Punk show up there, and Bunda's going to hate me.
Yeah, probably. All right, but let's get to the main event of AEW Dynamite, and this is a steel cage match.
Oh my god, it's a steel cage match. I can't believe it.
With two main event guys from AEW representing the Blackpool Combat Club, Jon Moxley going one-on-one against Kenny Omega, representing the Elite.
Okay, guys, why did they put them behind a steel cage mesh thing when we already have the steel cage behind them? That is a very weird choice of graphic design, but whatever. Like it just distracts me.
No, I understand it. It's the little details.
Yeah, the little details, they do count, but at the same time, it's like there is such a thing as overproducing. Look at this freaking. Look at the way these like promo images for the matches are produced over here. You see it like steel cage match, AEW Dynamite. You have the match, you have the venue, you have the date, the time, the bell time. AEW Ticks, Ticketmaster.com. Like,
say what you want about WWE, but they keep their thumbnails simple.
They keep their shit simple, clean cut, to the point. Here, it's overproduced. Their freaking thumbnails are overproduced. All right, let's get to the match. Tell me the build-up, the story of this match. What happened? Why should we care? Who do we want to root for? Who do we want to root against? What's going on?
I'll get to it. So,
give us a match.
So, the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club
snack on my Funyuns.
The Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club have been feuding with each other for over a month now. Bryan Danielson made his return on TV. He has gone full heel. The BCC are fully heels, and the Elites are baby faces, so we have to cheer Kenny Omega and the Bucks. But this particular rivalry between Omega and Moxley goes all the way as far back as the very first year of AEW in 2019. The last time they clashed, the first time they clashed was when Jon Moxley made his AEW debut in the first ever Double or Nothing, destroying Kenny Omega in Las Vegas.
Wasn't that when they had the first AEW championship match?
No. The first AEW championship match was...
Right, that was Chris Jericho, and who was it?
Hangman Adam Page at All Out.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, my bad.
But Jon Moxley and Omega did clash in a lights out match, or a no holds bar match, or whatever you want to call it, in AEW Full Gear of 2019 in Baltimore. You know, that same match that got the city of Baltimore to slap AEW with like a legal thing.
Yeah, because they freaking bled all over the place.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
All right.
Said to us saying, my guess is that the look is extra steel cage. See, the match is in a steel cage. We know it's in a steel cage. They're saying as much on the card, and you have a steel cage behind them.
You don't need to put a gimmick over a gimmick.
They're gimmicking gimmicks. Come on. All right, continue, please.
That being said, the fight immediately started when Jon Moxley ran towards Kenny Omega up to the entrance ramp as Kenny made his entrance, and these boys took the fight back into the ring with Bryan Danielson joining the commentators right now, and with the BCC at ringside.
D-Bry is behind the mic. That's I had not heard him do that in a while.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. It works to his heel character when he's trying to hype up his boys. Anyways, so this fight had everything. It had the boys throwing each other around, using the steel cage as a weapon. Wow. They brought weapons themselves. Both Omega and Moxley made use of the steel chair that had barbed wire wrapped around it. Ouch!
So you could tell that Moxley had a hand in booking this match, and he was thirsty, so he needed to have his fill of blood, because he drinks his enemy's blood. He's gonna wreck their face.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna skin them off of their bodies and gnaw on their bones. He's so hardcore.
They both used the steel chair, and both of them got it hard ways, with Moxley getting the worst of it. Like, Omega used the steel chair and attacked Moxley's back. There's actually a picture of Moxley, an Instagram picture from Renee Paquette, where Moxley just shows us with his back turned, holding his child, and you see all the scars from all the crap that he took from the steel cage match Wednesday night.
Isn't that adorable? That's not freaking traumatizing to show your infant daughter when she grows up later in the years at all, is it? Like, okay, we get it. You're hardcore. God damn it, man. Moxley, chill.
I know.
Chill, Moxley. Show some wrestling prowess rather than, drink their blood and rack everything.
But they didn't.
Garbage boy.
They didn't stop with the barbed wire and the chairs. Moxley brought
freaking Boone over here saying the next time the steel cage will be surrounded by sharks.
Oh my
god,
that would be awesome.
That would be hilarious. That would actually be freaking funny.
Moxley brought in a bag full of crushed glass to throw Omega onto in the canvas.
Let me know when he pulled the straw out.
He didn't pull the straw out, but
because he wants to drink everyone's blood, apparently.
But he did remove one of the turnbuckles. Like, he removed the turnbuckle, he removed the railing, and he used the hook at the end to fish hook Kenny Omega's mouth while putting the beating on him.
What the fuck?
Yes.
What the actual fuck? Okay, he actually took the turnbuckle off, grabbed the hook out of the fisheye eyelet out of the ring post, and he freaking caught me a marlin.
He fish hooked Omega, yeah.
What the fuck no. Okay.
That's crazy. That's insane.
And we had supposedly a no holds barred match between
Anna Jay
and Julia Hart.
Yes, earlier in the
And they didn't do anything nearly that hardcore. What was the point of them making their match a no holds barred match if we've got a hardcore bloodbath steel cage match with crushed glass, barbed wire, fish hooks, and barbed wire steel chairs, and fire, and death and blood?
Because both AEW and WWE are actually hot-shotting their shows this week to try and offset the ratings and the viewership from the NBA playoffs.
Oh, for God's sake. Fucking hell, Tony. Learn to take a loss.
That being said, Kenny Omega was able somehow to come back. He threw Moxley back first onto the crushed glass, hit his spots. He hit his V-triggers, his Snapdragon suplexes. And then things got really interesting when Moxley is just stunned against the ropes, and Kenny Omega hit a V-trigger so fast, so hard, that both Omega and Moxley crashed through the steel cage wall.
Really?
Yes, they did that.
Freaking really?
Yes, that happened.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Almighty over here. What's his face? Like we said, it's better to see a barbed wire chair rather than instead of barbed wire broom like Kenny tried to use it once. Why don't you calling Jericho a vampire, then yelling about Moxley bleeding? Almost makes me want Jericho versus Moxley now. Whichever one of them is the best blood sucker in AEW. Bunda, next time Ambrose is gonna shove the kendo stick up someone's ass. Hardcore, baby.
Oh my God.
He's so hardcore. He's so tough.
But then and then we get to the finish, and it looked like Omega was going to have it win. He hits another V-trigger on John Moxley, hits the one-winged angel, and at one point, Moxley did pull out the screwdriver, but then Kenny Omega's trusted manager, Don Callis, took away the screwdriver from him. So yeah, it looks like Omega was going to have it win. The referee counted 1, 2, and then Don Callis turns heel and hits Kenny Omega with the screwdriver.
Ermengarde! How can you do this? Wait, what the fuck is Don Callis doing anyway?
He's Kenny Omega's manager.
Who cares?
Oh, and then Moxley pinned and wins. And he wins. Your winner, John Moxley.
Okay, all right, so it didn't end there. Wasn't there a giant beatdown afterwards?
There was a small little beatdown. Like John Callis had the screwdriver. Don Callis, sorry. And he put a little bit more hurt on Kenny Omega. And it looked like he was going to do it and it looks like he was going to continue, but then he stopped. He said something to Kenny Omega before leaving. And the show ends with Kenny Omega laying in the middle of the ring in the pool of his own blood.
And when they went off the air is when John Moxley grabbed his straw and started slurping.
Come on, Watcher. You liked seeing Kenny Omega eat a loss on TV.
This is what I'm over. This is what I'm not even trying to worry about that. Yeah. Omega getting shit canned over here. That's funny. I will never not laugh at that.
And however,
the stupidity of this, we have dumb shit sock mask motherfucker Excalibur. They're like father and son. Don Callis and Kenny Omega. They're like father and son. He's been there so much. He's been there for each other all their lives. They're like father.
That's something I really didn't like.
You could tell sounds like something Tony Khan is trying to feed into Excalibur's ear holes.
Or Kenny Omega is trying to feed into Excalibur's ear holes. You know what? They're both dumb.
No, like what the actual shit. I get it, Excalibur. You know a lot of Japanese wrestling shit. You're trying to make everything sound bigger and better. You come off like a dumbass. Shut the fuck up, Excalibur. Go the fuck away. Leave it to Jim Ross. Leave it to Tony Schiavone. Leave it to people who actually know how to do commentary.
Hell, leave it to Taz.
Taz, God damn it.
Taz sounds more credible than Excalibur.
For real, Jesus jumped up Christ. In the chat over here, Vicente Guerrero, Don Callis turning on Kenny, and then Jim Cornette and Brian Last found a Kenny match that they actually liked. Bunda, my goodness, I hate AEW so much. Like, it's not even like there's clearly good shit that can happen in AEW when you're not hot shot shotgun booking bullshit. Cut it out. We get it. You're trying to hang on to relevancy while like professional sports like the NBA and NHL and NFL, all that stuff runs around. I get it. It's a tough market to break through in order to try to get a market share. But this is not the way to fucking do it. I swear to God, this idiot Tony Khan doesn't know how to do shit at all.
Well, remember, it's not just AEW. Like I said, WWE is also trying to offset the ratings and viewership with.
How well are they doing?
Oh, their edition of Monday Night Raw actually nearly drew a 2 million rating.
Oh, fantastic! Nearly drew a 2.0. Can we actually land solid numbers? Come on, guys. It wasn't that long ago that WWE was raking in 4, 5, 6, like 4 and 5.0 ratings. It wasn't that long ago. It was still within living memory. I recognize that shit, but come on, people. It's not the end of the freaking universe if they don't do it. Tony Khan needs to chill his shit. He needs to have people who he knows how to delegate with. He needs to be able to tell people and show folks and show strength by having an ease of hand when it comes to his booking, when it comes to promotion, when it comes to how he does the work. Not by overdoing his shit. He's learning how to book from Vince fucking Russo.
Ugh.
I know what I fucking said, and I'm not taking that shit back. Bunda, you're not wrong. Those numbers are gone. The booth needs to be Ross and JR and Taz, and that's it. Maybe Tony Schiavone, maybe not, or interchange between Schiavone and JR. I would be okay with that.
Or Renee Paquette. Hell, Renee Paquette sounds awesome on commentary.
Indeed, for Christ's sake, have her work on there. AEW minions are still going to watch no matter what basketball is on. You're not wrong. It's going to keep happening despite themselves.
Unfortunately, yes.
Vicente, I like Excalibur, but yes, he does have some dumb calls. Almost as bad as Michael Cole. Almost. The YB were not ever the Young Bucks were not ever, quote, two of the toughest guys in AEW, despite Excalibur saying that once. Oh, Schiavone and Ross don't work well together. I was saying interchange between Ross and JR and have them take turns with Taz at commentary. That's what I meant. Like either Schiavone and Ross, or Schiavone and Taz, or JR and Taz. Yeah. Michael Cole's got like over 25 years to have learned to get decent.
And he sounds much better without Vince McMahon shouting into his ear.
God almighty. Everyone sounds better without Vince McMahon in their ear.
All right. God. Let's go ahead and enough talk about this crazy garbage, and let's go into this week's edition of Impact Wrestling.
All right. So
this week's Impact Wrestling takes place over in Chicago, Illinois, the hometown of former WWE and AEW World Champion CM Punk.
Indeed. So Chicago got some Impact action. How well has it been working out? I know that we've kind of been skipping that because we had the draft last week that we covered. So what do we have to catch up on? What do we need to do? Paint the landscape of Impact here.
Well, right now they're on their road heading to Impact Wrestling's Under Siege, their upcoming pay-per-view at the end of May, where Steve Maclin is set to defend the world title against PCO. And we've already crapped on that.
Oh my God.
And we've already crapped on that a long time ago. The week prior. And Jordan Grace and Deonna Purrazzo are set to clash one more time for the Impact Knockouts world title with a stipulation. If this is Jordan Grace's last chance, if she loses, she can, as long as Deonna's champion, Jordan Grace can never challenge for the title again.
Yo, that is so messed up. But that's not the first time that we've had these kind of matches. Didn't we also have that with Cody and Kenny? That when they were in AEW together.
Cody Rhodes versus Chris Jericho.
Jericho is what I meant. My bad.
Yes, that's when Cody started his weird booking storyline path in AEW of this kind of weird Undertaker-like position, being booked separate but equal to the main event.
Yeah, no, I remember that. That was so weird.
That was weird. And we also seen that formula being used with when Edge was feuding with Batista in WWE.
So, like, what in the world is that about? I don't understand that kind of booking.
Well, for Jordan and Deonna...
I wish Vince was in my ear. I'll get on a bearskin rug for $20 million.
Oh, my God! Damn, dude!
No, like, okay, you know what? Sure, what the fuck ever. You're gonna pay me off for $20 million? Sure, go ahead. I'll put on a wig and I'll play Gilbert and Sullivan for your ass or whatever.
All right.
I don't give a damn. Just pay me if you're paying me that much. Fuck.
So Impact Wrestling opens up with the Knockouts division kicking off the show as Masha Slamovich goes one-on-one against Killer Kelly.
Oh shit. Okay, so we got some hard-hitting babes in the Knockouts division working it out.
Yes, okay. These two women clashed against each other on separate teams in a hardcore war at Impact's Rebellion. There was a lot. It was a bloody mess. There was a lot of weapons. There was a lot of blood around. They didn't. Hey, turns out you don't need Jon Moxley for everything. These guys can. Yeah, all you need is just a couple of ECW legends to help out.
So go friggin' figure. Well, let's not kid ourselves over here. Masha Slamovich and Killer Kelly, both of these women have the same. They're cut from the same sort of like hard hitting, badass, take no prisoners, smash mouth, monster heel wrestling style. So yeah, if these two ladies are gonna go hard, let them go hard.
And hard they went. The fans of Chicago were loving each and every minute of it. This match actually ate up like nearly 15 minutes of the opening of the opening show with and it looked like Killer Kelly was dominating. Like she kicked out of the snowplow finishing move for Masha Slamovich, and she locked in her finishing move, her chokehold signature move, only for Masha Slamovich to use Killer Kelly's body against her to pin her shoulders down to get to win by technical pinfall. Your winner, Masha Slamovich.
Hot shit. Yeah, but no, it's not hard over here. Yeah, the evil Russian assassin. She took down another mark. We sent in the chat. Masha was her usual hot as fuck badass self, and Killer Kelly was always been that brutal bitch.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of brutal, even though the match was over, Killer Kelly refused to let go of the chokehold. She choked out Masha Slamovich until Masha passed out in the middle of the ring. It was crazy, and I don't expect this rivalry to end anytime soon. That being said, I loved it. Great opening match. Both of these women looked awesome. Also, fun fact about Masha Slamovich, not sure if I told you this, Juancho, but she is currently the reigning GCW World Champion.
What? Wait, what?
Game Changer Wrestling.
What the fuck?
Yeah, crazy deathmatch promotion.
She's GCW's women's champion?
She's GCW's world champion.
She's their world champion?
Yes.
What the hell?
She beat...
Would they let her come out in the ring with the belt? No, right?
No,
of course not. That would be giving too much credit. Holy shit. That's actually hilarious.
I know.
Not in the bad way. I'm like, oh shit.
I know, right?
I should go kill you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the first time. I mean, in 2020, Tessa Blanchard won the Impact World title, but then,
Tessa Blanchard herself.
Yeah, the less we talk about the controversy, the better.
Yeah, it's we don't need to revisit that mess.
I know.
Let's see here. He said it was fun seeing Masha win, but Kelly holding the choke was great. It was great. She got all the ending heat. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a GCW. If memory is right, she beat Nick Gage.
Yes.
The bank addicted drug robber.
Yes.
Oh my God. She beat Nick Gage. Oh my. You know what that means? That means that Jon Moxley's gonna have to show up and avenge the honor of his fallen idol.
Oh my God. Jon Moxley versus Masha Slamovich. I don't think anybody's ready for that.
Come on, you've got blood all over your jacket. I mean, do you mind if I can just get my straw in there?
Then again, considering how Impact Wrestling's running these days, Jon Moxley showing up would actually be up his alley. Since Impact Wrestling is like the way the storylines and the matches are being written out, it looks like Impact Wrestling is becoming the spiritual successor of ECW.
I thought that's what GCW was supposed to be.
No.
That's crazy. What are you talking about? That's silly. Come on.
That being said, let's go ahead and move on to the exciting match of the night. And this match is for the Impact World Championship.
What? This was an Impact World Championship match?
Yes. I
just saw clips of the damn thing. I didn't realize it was a title match.
As the defending champion, Steve Maclin goes one-on-one against the former ECW World Champion, the War Machine, Rhino.
Yo, okay. I got some issues over here. He did not need to put on blackface during his time in the MCU. That is very disrespectful. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't know how he got away with it as long as he did. but I guess Robert Downey Jr. kind of vouched for him during Civil War. That's when they had the most screen time together.
Oh my God.
But I cannot, I'm sorry, I cannot abide by Rhino
You're an idiot.
pulling that kind of move as War Machine.
Fine. Fine. You suck, man. All right.
I know.
Anyways, this match was actually pretty good. And
Vicentes over here saying that Masha Slamovich is the one woman who would make Moxley cry in a death match.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, no.
Damn, Bunda.
I know. Even Bunda's like, wow, Rhino. It's like, what the hell?
Damn.
Is that wow Rhino for blackfacing in the MCU, or wow Rhino for holy crap? How the hell did he scam his way into a world championship match?
Damn, Bunda. No love for ECW from you?
No. He's probably like, wow, Rhino. It's like, wow, like I can't believe he's still alive.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
This match actually told a great story.
Right.
Macklin, outside of the ring, Rhino, Steve Macklin, and he had two cronies with him, Raj Singh or whatever the fuck his name is, and Shara.
It was definitely the second one where like how the hell did he scam his way into a title match?
Yeah. Okay, Steve Macklin formed a temporary alliance with those two guys, and to help gain favor of the world champion, they put a hurt on Rhino's best friend, Heath Slater, backstage.
He's got kids. Nope.
Yep.
Kids are becoming orphans.
Therefore, Heath Slater cannot accompany Rhino to his championship match, but nevertheless, the match happened. These two has fight. Another great story they told was in the ring with Steve Macklin working over the surgically repaired left knee on Rhino when Rhino was taken out by Honor No More last year.
Wait, his knee's still messed up from that?
Well, no, it was surgically repaired. Yeah, it's been a long time, but Steve Macklin was working at all out three the entire match, thus rendering his ability to use the Gore finisher useless.
Holy crap.
How can you spear someone if you don't have working legs?
Bunda's saying he hates ECW, extremely crappy wrestling. Well, Jerry the King Lawler would be proud of you. And you guys Vicente Guerrero. A little weird seeing Macklin versus Rhino in a world title match for the second match on the card. That's another weird thing. Like that's very awkward booking there.
That is very awkward. But...
And he's also asking like, wait, what did Rhino do for the superhero thing? I mean, Rhino was War Machine. He's the War Machine Rhino.
No, Juan was making a stupid joke. Juan, shut up.
No, I will not shut up in this case because I'm very disappointed in Rhino. I know he was trying to stay true to the role, but God. Rhino doing blackface to be War Machine. I cannot sign off on that.
Anyways, getting back to the match. Shut up. So Steve Macklin works over the leg of Rhino.
I gotta amuse myself somehow.
Yeah, I know. Rhino was able to mount a comeback. He was able to stop Steve Macklin, and just as he was about to put him away with the Gore, he just couldn't do it because his leg was destroyed during the match because Macklin would not stop on the offense. So Macklin knocks down Rhino, and then because actually, no, this is a turnabout because he's actually doing it to him, but whatever. Steve Macklin then pulls a page off of Rhino's book and hits Rhino with a Gore to pin and retain. Your winner and still Impact World Champion, Steve Macklin.
All right, so Steve Macklin, the fact that they're booking this stuff here with him, it doesn't look like they're booking him well in a very strong way. They're booking him as like a placeholder champion, I feel. This feels very odd. The fact that it's only the second match on the card, it wasn't the main event because it's the World Championship match. If you have a World Championship match, that needs to be the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah, the world title is the gun, not, what has less value than a gun? Give me a weapon.
A child's life in America.
Ow!
Oh, I went dark there.
That was very dark.
Well, it was. If have a problem with me going dark, we could just go to Dark Elevation.
Ew.
Oh wait, neither of those exist anymore.
That's what happens when you sign a deal with Warner Brothers Discovery.
They'll steal your soul.
Anyways,
I went evil there.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Bunda. Dark, but somewhat accurate. You're not wrong. You're not
all right,
wrong.
So, all right, let me put it this way. Let me explain.
Go ahead.
As the world champion, it looks like Impact Wrestling are intent on keeping Macklin exactly where he is. He's not being positioned as the top guy in the promotion right now because it looks like the top guy spot is taken up with Deonna Purrazzo as the Impact Knockouts world champion. Because it's like comparing apples to oranges. Compare the star quality of Steve Macklin.
Angel possessed me for a minute there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hang on a minute. Let me get my point.
Go on.
If you compare the star value of Steve Macklin and Josh Alexander.
Yeah, no, Josh Alexander's head and shoulders above this guy.
I'm sorry. No disrespect to Macklin. He's a great talent, but he's not exactly the guy who would help move the needle.
And at the same time, well, there really isn't any sort of needle moving happening in Impact to begin with. The issue is how do we keep interest with Impact Wrestling? And we've said it before. The Knockouts division is one of the strongest elements of Impact, along with the X division. Those are like the strongest promoting points for Impact. Hey, if you want incredible top tier women's wrestling and women's talent, the Knockouts division of Impact Wrestling is the place to go. That's why that was placed as the main event spot.
That is true
for tonight and for the foreseeable future for Impact, from what I can tell. But at the same time, at the cost of Steve Macklin, at the cost of diminishing, or shall we say, even devaluing both Macklin and the Impact World Championship, I don't know. That feels messed up. You'd need a way to elevate the stakes or have the championship held by someone who can get that same sort of high-end, world-class wrestling caliber that you got out of Josh Alexander. Not to say that Macklin doesn't earn that, but he doesn't have that same resonance that Josh Alexander's got.
No, he doesn't. The way that he's been booked really doesn't scream
I'm the top man, I'm the champion, I earned this. Even Nick Aldis, he had a match on there, and who was his match with again?
Some guy.
Yeah, Nick Aldis, for crying out loud, a former NWA World's Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. He has more pedigree than Steve Macklin, and that's a little bit of a disappointment. But unfortunately, it's not
the truth.
It's the truth, and you got to book with what's true there. Yeah, you're right, exactly. Bundo over here. There's no needle moving on Impact as long as they can keep their TV deals. That's a success. You're right.
Yeah, that's right.
If Dark Pentagon spoke English, he would have sounded just like Juancho's joke. You're right. Oh my God. Ooh, ow.
That being said,
I'm sorry for the joke. I really am, but it's at the same time, it's one of those. It's funny because it's true.
I'm with Juan on this one. Between booking Steve,
and even with Bundo on this one,
if you don't mind, please
go ahead.
Between defending the championship on TV against Rhino and his upcoming title defense against PCO at Under Siege, it doesn't look like Steve Macklin is being booked strongly as their top world champion.
But at the very least, we could say the effort is made.
Yeah, the effort is made for what it's worth. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night, and this is another installation in a series of sit-down interview segments with Impact Wrestling veteran Frankie Kazarian.
All right, so we're doing more sit-down interviews with Frankie Kazarian. This is part 3?
Yes.
Where was I for part 22? I don't remember.
Wait, does it say 3?
It says sit-down interview part 3.
Yep.
Okay, help me out.
All right, so it's basically a continuation from the previous interviews with Gia Miller. He went to talk about how he talked about how his career in TNA helped made him into a star in professional wrestling, and how he used that type of creative agency to try and carry it over to other avenues in wrestling. He didn't, and that's basically what he wants to do now. At this advanced age that he's at right now, he's in his mid-40s. He wants to actually use his knowledge, his equity to help Impact Wrestling right now, to help the stars of tomorrow.
You can start with this one guy I heard about who could use a little polishing and elevation. His name's Steve Macklin.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Macklin's going to need all the help he can get. This is a good use of Frankie Kazarian. I actually like this because before leaving AEW, I barely saw him, not even on YouTube. Like, his buddy Christopher Daniels was on Dark more times than him.
Right? What the shit? Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, and
Who's the third guy? Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky. Let's get SoCal Unlimited. SCU!
SoCal Uncensored.
Uncensored. SCU! I want that back!
I know!
That would be cool. Bring that to Impact. Have the three of them work it out. Have like Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, even him, for whatever credit that he's got in professional wrestling. Bring him in and have these guys elevate, like Steve Macklin. Have these guys make the X Division in, and the main event spot means something here at Impact for the guys too.
Nope. Because as long as Christopher Daniels has a job in AEW, their AEW will not want anything to do with Impact Wrestling. I don't know what happened backstage. I don't know if it's backstage politics or Tony Khan rubbing certain people the wrong way. I don't know.
I can tell you this right now. He probably left a lot of his, shall we say, exotic deodorant, his exotic powdered deodorant in the locker room the last time he was anywhere near Impact. That's probably it.
Oh my God. Ugh. That being said, great interview segment, and I look forward to see what Frankie Kazarian can offer to Impact Wrestling going forward.
Okay, we mentioned Christopher Daniels he's basically contracted to AEW. What about Scorpio Sky? Where is he at?
Nowhere to be seen.
What a bunch of shit. That's a bring in Scorpio Sky. Let's go do two out of three. Ain't bad. Build it over. Get it going for that.
He's off TV, but he's likely signed to a contract with AEW.
Oh my God. Tony Khan is paying so many people to not be on television. He's fucking ridiculous.
This is the same way WCW went under.
Yeah, no, I guess Tony Khan's trying to do a WCW speed run, I guess.
Oh my God.
And all he needs to do is hire Vince Russo.
Ugh.
Maybe he already has. We don't know.
Man.
Sorry, but no, the point is, you're right. Frankie Kazarian has been doing an excellent job.
That's what he's doing to Russo.
Yeah, that's what he's doing to Miro. Yeah, and Andrade and Lidolo.
Yeah.
Jesus, neither of those guys are on television, but he's paying them millions of dollars to stay home and do nothing.
It's so ridiculous, man. All right, now let's get to the match of the night, and it is a tag match, playa.
Holla, holla.
The teams of the Good Hands, Jason Hotch and I forgot who the other guy is, versus the team of DK, Crazy Steve and Black Taurus.
Okay, I'm going to rag on Taurus for the same reason I rag on Luchasaurus. What the fuck? We get it. You guys are evil and you look cool in masks. Chill your shit.
Well, okay, but Black Taurus is slightly cooler.
How?
Well, I mean... Well, you know what? They're both equal. They're both equal in coolness.
All right, Bunda's saying good night. He's out for the night. See you Saturday. All right, Bunda, you have yourself a good night. We're going to wrap up as best we can over here because, we're going a little long. But then again, we ran late, so that's RB.
Right. Night, Bunda. All right. So, this was it was a standard tag match. There were some fun spots. Black Taurus got some offense in against these two jobbers. And Crazy Steve actually at one point managed got both of them in the ring and he bit both their hands simultaneously.
What the fuck?
Because he's crazy.
Okay, show me how he bit their hands. You don't actually have to bite, but show me how they did that.
Okay. So, a picture, there's other hand right over here, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, here we go.
You gotta be... Really?
Yes.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
That is so weird. But like I said, the match was doing good, but then out came the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, came down to the ring and provided a distraction for the Good Hands to steal the victory over DK in this nothing tag match.
What the hell is Brian Myers' beef with DK?
I don't think it's more... I think it's less of a beef with DK and more like he's looking for some extra muscle to back him up alongside with Moose.
So
he's
looking for more muscle than Moose.
Yeah.
So he's getting he's getting some good hands.
Ha! Yes.
All right. I guess that kind of makes sense, but Moose is a big freaking guy.
Moose don't need anybody.
No, Moose don't need nobody.
But what do we know? We're just fans.
All right. Well,
now let's get to the bad segment of the night.
I was saying I saw this. It was so stupid. All right, go on.
This is a segment of The Design. Their leader, Cody Deaner, and their other members, and he's flanked by the other two members, Alan Angels and Khan. And Yeah, they're both.
They were cutting another one of their sinister promos against
Sami Callihan.
Against Sami Callihan, like, dude, you sold yourself and you thought that you could infiltrate us because you have followings, you have fans of people, but we
are a family.
No, we have an army. We have so many, like, they have so many yellow hoodies, and this is when they were flanked by their army of evil guys in yellow hoodies that used to be from the Dark Order, little squiggly dudes in black masks, but now they're wearing yellow hoodies instead. These same evil extras.
They're either evil extras from the Dark Order or they're evil extras from Joe Gacy when he had a bunch of idiots dressed up as druids. Take your pick.
What the hell? Yeah, that made no sense when Joe Gacy, who was like this evil, cultish, woke guy, had druids. That was too many. That was too many gimmicks.
Hey, one fun fact.
Because they hated the segment with Sami Callihan. How shocking! Actually, no, it was a promo against Sami Callihan.
It was a promo against Sami Callihan, but the promo was interrupted with Sami Callihan dressed as one of the Yellow Creepers or
one of the hoodies.
One of the Yellow Hoodies alongside Rich Swann to brawl with the design.
So these two beat up 3 guys. One of them was like 5 heads taller than everyone combined. Okay, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense, even by that standard. It ought to be like that it takes these 2 guys to beat up the tallest, biggest dude, and then the other 2 guys should be able to try to capitalize on it. But apparently, no, wait, hold on a minute. I just realized something. There were 4 hoodies, including Callihan and Rich Swann, right?
Yes.
So 2 other guys, and
the main guys,
and Sami Callihan and Rich Swann. What happened to the other 2 hoodies? If these guys are all part of like the army of the design, shouldn't they have joined in to try to beat up Callihan and Rich Swann? No, they ran off like a pair of bitches. Some army you got there, Cody Deaner. You got an army of yellow-bellied bitches. Literally yellow-bellied because they're wearing yellow hoodies.
I think the seriousness, I think the window of opportunity of the design to be taken seriously ended the moment they got their
Eric Young.
No, worse. When they got their asses kicked by Santino Marella at Rebellion.
The moment you have to job off to goddamn Santino Marella, who's retired, by the way, that's when you could call your stable dead. Just shoot it in the leg and sell it for glue and venison or whatever. Vicente saying, I said that already, my bad.
Yeah, you already said that. And yeah, no, I'm sorry, Vicente. But like I said, the window of opportunity for them to be taken seriously died the moment they lost to Santino Marella. Okay? You cannot go, I mean, you can go lower, but for Impact Wrestling standards, like, that's a low bar.
It's a low bar, but we've seen how low the bar of Impact / TNA standards used to be. This is still leagues and miles, leaps and bounds above what TNA used to produce. That doesn't necessarily make it good, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily make it, bad either.
All right, let's go ahead and get to the main event.
All right, let's see. It's fight night time.
And this is a tag match, player.
Uh-huh.
And this match is for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship. As the team of the Canadian Witchy Women, the Coven, Taylor Wilde and Kylan Kane defend their tag titles against the Juggernaut. Thanks, Tom. The Jordan Grace and the Impact Knockouts World Champion, La Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo.
Okay, what in the world? Okay, look, I get it. I love me my beefy mommy, Jordan Grace as much as the next guy. Maybe a little more so, because I'm weird like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we gotta call her the Juggernaut. Listen, she's the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, listen, unless she brings back that internet joke and makes it cool, I think we need to stop saying that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it really is a little played out. And okay, so Deonna Purrazzo, last week she had a Or was it last week or the week before?
No, last. What do you mean for what?
Deonna Purrazzo had a singles match.
Oh no, that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago, where she had a singles match against one of the women of the Coven
against
here.
Taylor Wilde. She defended her Knockouts World Title against Taylor Wilde.
She won, and then the Coven just came together and they beat the crap out of them.
Yes.
Okay, but then Jordan Grace came in and saved her, and now
they're tag teaming with each other. Oh, can Jordan Grace and Deonna Purrazzo coexist? The obvious answer is yes, they did.
Yes, they can, because they're professionals. They are bad bitches. Deonna Purrazzo knows how to handle herself in the ring. She knows how to handle herself professionally when she's dealing with a future opponent. But at the same time, she also knows, hey, like we're gonna butt heads sooner or later. So we're gonna have to. But we're gonna have to put that shit aside so we can win.
But before they could butt heads against each other, they butt heads against the Coven, and this was definitely a fun tag match. Juan, you saw the main event with me.
It was so good. It was so good.
It was really good. It was awesome. I think Kylan King got a lot of offense in during this tag match. She got her moment to her moment to shine, and then I like when Deonna Purrazzo gets a hot tag on Jordan Grace. She's just a powder keg and exploded on both Kylan King and Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, Jordan Grace was doing her strong mommy, thick mama pump stuff all over their faces. She like how many power slams, how many freaking how many scoop slams over and over, just boom, 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 not even stopping for breath.
Actually, you know what I really like? When there was this moment during the main event where Jordan Grace clashed with Taylor Wilde, like the TNA legend versus the current generation of Impact Wrestling. I like that, old versus new. That's
More
actually...
like a veteran of the guard versus a newcomer, not old versus new. She's not. I wouldn't say legend status quite yet, because that presumes that she's like retiring out. Let's not say that about Jordan.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's
and
not.
Vicente is saying, yeah, it does look a little weird seeing Big Con at 6'5" get beat down by Sami Callihan. It was like 5'9".
Yeah, it is weird.
It's such a bizarre way to book it. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I know.
Back to the match. Let's go.
Yeah, no, back to the match. And near the end of the match, as we get to the finish, Deonna Purrazzo provided an assist to Jordan Grace against the Coven, but then Deonna Purrazzo was taken out by Kylan King at ringside, and leaving Jordan Grace to fend off by herself. Just as she was about to put away Taylor Wilde with the Grace Driver, Kylan King and Taylor Wilde double teamed on Jordan Grace, hit their finishing move to pin and retain. Your winners, and still the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions, the Coven.
Hot damn. So yeah, no, it turns out that the Coven, they're still stronger together. You split them apart, they get they get their asses whipped. They will job off and they will lose, but
surprisingly there was no tarot reading gimmicks that were used during this match,
which is odd in an interesting way, because they came out holding tarot cards up aloft their heads, like you'd imagine that the Knockouts Tag Champions would be like celebrating holding their title belts above their heads, but no, it was they were holding aloft these tarot cards.
Oh no,
the same tarot cards that drive away the power that drive away the dark evil energy powers that Jessica Havoc and Rosemary, the kill dolls,
the death dolls,
death dolls that they can't tap into in order to win back. The same dark powers that took Taya Valkyrie and shoved her into a coffin that destroyed her soul and trapped her in a dark dimension.
So AEW
trapped her in a dark dimension.
Anyways, so the match was over.
Dark elevation dimension.
Oof. So the match was over, but the punishment continued as the Coven continued to put a beat down on Jordan Grace until she was saved by the newly debuted former WWE SmackDown Women's Champion and Women's Tag Team Champion, now going by Trinity, who ran in for the save, hit Kylan King with the rear view, and the show ended with Jordan Grace and Trinity shaking hands in the middle of the ring.
I made an observation over here. It looked like Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret is in the crowd back there, but that doesn't look like something Brian Zane would be wearing, but that's not even that important.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Okay, number one, damn, that is a bold choice of outfit for Trinity. To wear?
She will not get away with wearing that if she was in the WWE.
She definitely would not. Oh my god. But since we did skip over a week, and apparently it was a very important week.
I think it's important to address this. Yes. Last week, Trinity has announced officially that she is part of Impact Wrestling, and she's setting herself up to challenge for the Impact Knockouts World title after Jordynne Grace and Deonna Purrazzo clash at Under Siege. Now, there's a story behind this.
A long time ago
In the faraway land of middle 2022, Sasha Banks and Naomi, they were the reigning WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. They were promised by members of the top of the top for WWE that their maligned tag team division was going to get a boost, and that both Naomi and Sasha were going to be the main focal points since they're the reigning tag champions. However, after realizing no shit, that was never going to happen, both Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out from the WWE, handing over the championships and leaving. The circumstances behind the walkout are very similar to when Stone Cold Steve Austin walked out on the WWE in 2002.
Quote unquote, took his ball, went home.
Pretty much. After their walkout, they were pretty much berated on TV by Michael Cole on an edition of Friday Night SmackDown.
AKA Vince McMahon used Michael Cole as a sock puppet again.
Yes, he did. And then since they left, the booking of the women's tag division in the WWE really it's kind of proving the women right. And now we fast forward to today in 2023. Sasha Banks, now going by Mercedes Moné, is part of
Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné is now part of World Wrestling Stardom, which is a subsidiary to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Where she's the Stardom Women's Champion.
Actually, she was, but she lost the title.
Oh, she lost the title? What?
But she's still featured, but she's still heavily featured in Stardom and as part of in their women's wrestling. And now Naomi, now going by Trinity,
which is her real life name, Trinity Fatu.
Yeah, Trinity is now part of Impact Wrestling. Now, whether she can help boost the popularity for Impact Wrestling is still yet to be seen. If she can, much like Mercedes Moné, consider it another dropped ball by the WWE.
I wouldn't doubt it over here. Getting away from the controversy of them leaving aside, Trinity has always been a top tier talent in WWE. And she's definitely earned every single one of the chances that she had when she was Raw or SmackDown Women's Champion as Naomi. So her, namely, jumping in straight into the main event scene for Impact's Knockouts division, not a problem. I don't see anything wrong with that. Also, if he sent in the chat, Trinity wearing that outfit with fake airbrushed nipples is a bad tease. We can tell you're not topless.
Oh, damn! Is that
no? That is a rather spicy outfit that she decided to wear. It is spicy. We're not gonna lie about that. But at the same time, it's also like, come on, man. Like,
don't be saying like that. Come on, that's what we have Bunda for. You're supposed to offset Bunda.
There is no Bunda left for the rest of the night. Yeah, Bunda left. He has to say something like this. One of us has to. That's why I had to say that dark and horrible joke earlier, because we don't have Angel on the show.
All right, fine. Anyways, all that silliness aside, Juan, your thoughts on Trinity and now signed to Impact Wrestling?
Well, like I said, she deserves to basically fast track to the main event because she's already a world-class talent over here.
Yeah, no, definitely, and considering the circumstances of what happened, do you agree that them walking out on the WWE is justified?
That's still like, okay, nobody's talking about the circumstances of that. I cannot judge. I will not judge. But considering the crap that the wrestlers usually have to go through at WWE, I don't blame them. All
right, fair enough. With that being said, Juan, ring that bell. All right, so closing thoughts. Impact Wrestling was definitely a fun show to watch. The opening match and the tag match. It looks like Impact Wrestling are definitely putting the Knockouts division in the main event picture for now, since Steve Maclin is somewhere in the middle. I still think that there's room for improvement for Steve Maclin as their world champion. And everything else was all right on the card. I was happy to see Joe Hendry make his return, showing off the fractured nose. And I hope that he and I do wish, and we here in the Ravens Flock, we do wish Joe Hendry a speedy recovery from the nose fracture. This week's edition of AEW Dynamite was definitely very much loaded, like overloaded. The opening match was pretty good. I would have been okay with the stipulation of Jumper Jeopardy, but if they didn't feature any Ring of Honor stuff on AEW. I want to see AEW stuff on AEW, not Ring of Honor. Thank you very much.
But Tony Khan doesn't know how to not overbook. He's a fucking idiot.
Yes, I know. Everything else was actually pretty solid. I actually enjoyed this. If I knew about the storyline from the moment it hit the ground between Anna Jay and Julia Hart, I would have actually been okay with the street fight, and I would have said, okay, there were no bad matches. It was all right. That's my only gripe on the street fight. The street fight was still fun. The steel cage match was an awesome main event with an interesting twist with Don Callis turning on Kenny Omega, which I'm okay with. Yeah, give me more of that because I don't see Don Callis as a babyface. Like, it's just not his character.
No,
he's always been a bad guy.
It's also not in the character of the Elite to be babyfaces. They deserve to be grocery baggers.
Oh, damn. Also, like Orange Cassidy continuing to have great matches.
Continuing to tickle Tony's taint. There.
Yeah.
That's all he's there for anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no,
Tony Khan gave his special buddy the Specialist Championship, and then he needed to make it even specialister.
Also, give me more heel promos from Christian Cage. Those are always fun to watch.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Now, this week's edition of NXT was also pretty good. We had good qualifying matches for the women's division. Tiffany Stratton going over Gigi Dolan was definitely a good call. There was another one that was all right where Lyra Valkyria defeated her opponent, Kiana James, which was okay. And it wasn't as good as the opening match, but nobody bats 100, which is fine. The tag match with Gallus and the Dyad. That was good. Maybe it's because I'm a fan of the Scottish Tag Boys. I don't know. I'm sorry, man. These guys are great. They're awesome brawlers. The main event was predictable, but Trick Williams definitely got his moment in the sun and definitely can prove that he can hang with main event guys like Braun Breaker, despite being destroyed by the aforementioned Brock Breaker.
Ha.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I'm still yet to be convinced by Nathan Frazier. I don't know what they're doing with Nathan Frazier. I think WWE needs to reevaluate as to what kind of character they're trying to give him outside of this mock-up of last week tonight with John Oliver. It just doesn't click with me.
Ha.
I mean, if there is a long-term payoff if there is a long-term payoff where there might have Nathan Frazier turn heel, then I would be okay with that. But I don't know.
And all in all, when it comes to this week's booking of wrestling across the board, there's definitely some hits, but there's a lot of misses and a lot of stuff that really felt kind of jumbled.
It did feel kind of jumbled, and I don't know. Maybe next week will be a lot better. Who knows?
Who knows?
With that being said, that's going to pretty much conclude my reviews for this week. Juan, plug us away.
All right, don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you very much for joining us for this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of three of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button. And until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. That was Juan Arouse, and this is Wrestling.